I mean, it's always nice when you realise that you're having a better day than Douglas Ross. I think he's having a campaign that's about as sure-footed as Rishi Sunak's. But it's really clear as well that some voices within the Conservative Party, after the treatment of one of their candidates who was dumped while still convalescing in hospital, it's clear that in the wake of that, some in the Conservative Party have finally woken up and recognised what a nasty bully Douglas Ross is, and they've had enough of him.
Look, absolutely. I think there is questions to answer here. There are lots of grey areas, and the claims are obviously very serious and have to be looked at very seriously. And therefore, I do think that important questions have to be answered. We do need transparency, and there can be no suggestion of any misuse of any public funds. That was my view when it came to Michael Matheson and the £11,000 iPad bill. It's my view when it comes to the catalogue now of sleaze stories impacting on the Conservative Party, and it'd be my view regardless of which political party it was. Trust in politics is an all-time low because of the inappropriate behaviour of far too many politicians here in Scotland and across the UK, and therefore nothing short of full transparency and answers is good enough. I think he has to set out the details here. I think it has to be properly investigated by the relevant authorities, and public trust, the appropriate use of public money is what should come first. Well, Douglas Ross is the first senior Tory to fall as a result of this election campaign, but I hope he's not the last. And on the 4th of July, if people vote Scottish Labour here in Scotland and they vote Labour across the UK, then we can see every senior Tory fall right across the country, so that this incompetent, failing, lying, sleazy right-wing government can be booted out of office after 14 years of carnage and chaos that's negatively impacted on Scotland and negatively impacted on communities across the country. And that's what I'm focused on, is getting rid of this rotten Tory government and delivering change. And the only way you do that is if you vote Scottish Labour to make sure we get rid of the Tories and to make sure Scotland is at the heart of an incoming Labour government.
So this evening, I will put myself forward for nomination as the Scottish Conservative candidate for Aberdeenshire North and Moray East.
But at the front we're not actually, it's just too windy a spot. We have too many problems with it, and it's not worth.
Yeah, the windy can.
Over here, thank you. Thank you very much.
That's great.
Yeah, you're getting both. We're right, as you said, the old and the new. Yeah, I saw that when I came in.
It's been a pleasure to work with him over the time that I've been Prime Minister. He's been a steadfast champion for the Union, but I respect his decision.
Thank you. Now, Douglas was not going to allow me to leave without answering all of your questions. So here he is with a very long clip.
It's always nice when you realise that you're having a better day than Douglas Ross. I think he's having a campaign that's about as sure-footed as Rishi Sunak's. But it's really clear as well that some voices within the Conservative Party have finally woken up and recognised what a nasty bully Douglas Ross is, and they've had enough of him.